What's going on, guys? White Horse here. Going to give you guys Mikey Reinhardt's deck profile that he played at an event last weekend. It's WeevilCon here in Enterprise. It was in Enterprise, Alabama, and we're just gonna go ahead and do the deck profile, or we're gonna go ahead and give a few shout outs beforehand. All right. So, what you got?
So firstly, shout outs to the Hobby Hub here in Dothan, Alabama. Great store, great place, fun locals. Second shout out is to the Independent Music Collective out in Mobile, Alabama. Support local musicians, support independent music. And I was playing Labyrinth.
Nice. All right. So, what did you place?
I placed fourth. I went 3-1, and I only lost to the guy who ended up getting third place. So, good tiebreakers.
All right, sweet. All right. Anything else before we get in to the profile, or?
This is mostly like inspired off of the Ryan U list, so there are similarities, but it's not exactly. So if
All right.
yeah,
Sounds good. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and jump in.
all right. Okay, so firstly, for in Archetype cards, you have the One Lovely, of course. You have the Three Lady, and you have, for me, 3 Ariana. This is a very good opening card. I like to get the search. It will proc, Lady at the end phase, well, at any point, because you have activated a Labyrinth card this turn, so that is very important. For the in Archetype traps, very standard. 3 Big Welcome, 3 Regular Welcome, and 1 of the field spell. I like this card. I can understand like people not wanting to play this card because it's slow, it doesn't win by itself, and that's fair. But at the same time, this card generates so much advantage late game. Also, it draws so much hate early game that takes away from people targeting your back row. So I like this card.
So with this at 1, was that okay? Like you didn't want to see more? Okay.
This is perfect at 1 because, like I said, this is just to help gain advantage with your set Welcome Labyrinth trap cards. This has helped to recur and special summon fiends from hand or graveyard when you activate a non-Labyrinth normal trap. And the added pop really helps. Like summoning and popping at the same time is so nice.
That's good. Sounds good.
All right. This showed up in my hand every game.
Nice.
Every game she was in my opening hand, and that was probably the worst thing, but great card, Bombshell. This helps win games easily. All right, so that's it for the in Archetype cards. Moving on, we have our hand traps. Lord, best hand trap. 3 Ash and 3 Infinite Permanents. This was a 43 card list because I was a little rushed for time and I couldn't figure out what to take out. This is what we're taking out. This is what I have taken out after the tournament. I'm back down to 40 cards. This is a side deck card now. Nice. This card is so good.
Super good this format.
It will always be good no matter what. Every deck wants to search, every deck wants to dump, every deck wants to special summon, and this is there for that. Lord is good. I like it at 1 in the main deck because I have the other 2 in the side deck for going game for games 2 and 3. Right now, as a 1-of, it's super good, has great synergy with the Archetype. Big Welcome Labyrinth, and this card is just so nice, being able to just put this back in hand and keep using the effect. All right, so that's it for hand traps.
That card's
best hand trap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Protection and free body.
All right. Wow. Up next, we have the ever so robust spell lineup. 3 Prosby, 3 Duel, and yeah,
that's
just big green right here.
Yep.
All right, I don't really need to explain this. Everyone watching this probably already knows what this does. Initially, if I open up with this and I don't open well, I'll banish 6. But if I open well, I'll only banish 3. I like to have the other 2 active later in the game, and I don't want to banish all of my DP targets.
You don't want to put all eggs in one basket.
Spoiler: we're playing DP. Duality's really good. Going forward, this is going to be the reason I put in Sphere Mode, because I have Lava Golem in the side deck, but playing this, you want Sphere Mode, because this won't conflict with summoning Sphere Mode. But if you play Lava Golem, this conflicts. So, yeah, Sphere Mode. All right, and time for the Purple Bros.
Yeah, here we go. The lineup.
3 Compulsory Evacuation Device, 3 Dimensional Barrier, 3 Dogmatic Punishment, 3 Evenly Matched.
Oh my goodness.
And for Floodgates, we have 2 skill drain, a rivalry, and a goes in match. Okay, so for the floodgates, skill drain's good, and especially in this format, it's very monster effect reliant. Rivalry and goes in are here, both at 1 in the main deck, simply for coverage, because I don't know what I'll be going up against game 1. I'm not playing Kashtira, I'm not ripping your extra deck apart, so it's good to have options.
Yep.
Right, so that's
And
it.
those alone can just win you games.
Mhm.
Like,
They
your
are
opponent
very
just cannot
good.
play.
I went up against a Sky Striker player recently, and they used Sharkan to summon Lovely to their side of the field. After that, I flipped over Rivalry, and they couldn't summon or activate any of their spells because they had Lovely sitting in their main deck, in their main monster zone the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, normal traps, 3 Dynamic Punishment card, just great. Compulse, really good against Despia, bounces Mirror Jade back. Don't have to worry about the pop effect at end phase either because it goes back to the deck. Evenly Match is such a good card right
really
now.
is. It's so good.
This is pretty much one of the best traps right now. And Dimensional Barrier, because no, I like saying no.
Yeah.
And being able to set this off of Lovely every turn and being able to tutor this out with Lady's Effect to replace a normal trap upon activation, really good. All right, so that is it for the main deck. Like I said, 43 card list. Moving on to the side deck, because the extra deck is theoretically irrelevant, except for DP. 2 Lord of the Heavenly Prison, that's for going second game 2. 2 Lava Golem, this will soon become Sphere mode.
Yeah.
Like I said, I gotta replace that. The reason I didn't play it is because I didn't have any, because I'm poor.
Oh, come on now.
2 Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood.
Time is a thing.
Time is a thing, but it's never come up for me. It hasn't come up for me yet. This might, take a trip down the lane and out of the side deck, but we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. 3 Judgment.
Ooh.
2 Terrors of the Overroot. This card is good in
Yeah.
certain matchups. It's not good in every matchup, so that's why it's in the side right now. 1 Eradicated Epidemic Virus. This card's funny. And then you have the 1 Rivalry, the 1 Goes In, and the last skill drain, just in case I need to have more targeted.
You need to maximize,
Yes.
I feel that.
So 2 total, 1 in the main, 1 in the side for these 2, simply because if I'm going up against, say Sky Striker, I'm gonna, take out the Ghost and put in another Rivalry.
Yeah, you can change out, which is like really good.
It's good to have coverage.
Yeah.
2 Lord. This is a good card.
That card is so good.
If there's ever like a debate for playing this, any of these cards in the main deck at higher, it's probably this one. Playing this at 3 in the main, I could see it, and it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
This really helps, but like I said, Sphere mode will be better with this deck simply because it doesn't conflict with Pod Duality. Time is still a thing. Eradicate Epidemic Virus is just so...
It's a blowout.
It's so
honestly.
clean with this deck simply because Lady tutors this thing. Easy.
Yeah.
Terrors, like I said, good for certain matchups, not good for everything, but it's better than some other normal traps we have right now. Solemn Judgment, just because, Harpy's Feather Duster is a thing, Cosmic Cyclone is a thing, Evenly is a thing, and I don't want to, lose all of my back row.
Yeah.
So that is it for the side deck.
Yeah, I like the different like ratios, or like the one-ofs, and then like you can change out. That's really smart.
That's one of the really strong things about Labyrinth right now, is that it has a good time like in games 2 and 3, because once we get like the correct traps in the deck, it's a lot easier to deal with whatever we're going up against.
Yeah. All right, now finally for the extra deck.
Yes, for the ever so important extra deck that we totally go into all the time, we have 3 Elder Entity Natis, 2 of which are Bargain Bin. The 1 Fossil Warrior. 2 Garura for my Super Poly targets.
That is crazy, dude.
Big Tri-Brigade, just to send...
Bucephalus, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
Bucephalus, just to send Garura off when I send him off of DP.
That is crazy.
It's so good. 1 Aggregator. Another DP target. You can also just, this is also just one of the cards you banish off of Prosby. Doesn't matter. It doesn't come up a lot, so that's why, either or doesn't hurt.
When Pegasus.
When Pegasus Agnister, because I'm still a Agnister player at heart.
That card is so good.
It's so good. This is such a good way of like outing problematic cards. And then because I'm retro, the DDD lineup, simply because it's just easy to banish off of Prosby. Theoretically, you can make this, but at the same time, you're not, heartbroken
you don't
if
really
you
want
can't.
to,
So easy stuff to banish. One Linkaribo and one Muckraker. Muckraker in theory is nice, but I never make it. You never really make it, so it's just another Prosby banish. Linkaribo is nice in case people are Ibly locking, but I don't see that happening much often anymore. So, but it's nice to have it. It's better to have it and not need it than need it not have it. Basically, Bert Gummer said it best. So that is it for everything. Going forward with this deck, a lot of what I've noticed so far is a lot of people playing Mech Knight Crusadia nowadays. That card's very painful because a lot of our normal traps target, and that's mostly our primary way of outing problematic cards. But what I've been able to do, and what came up yesterday, was if you can get Ariana and Big Welcome off of the Ariana, this is good. This is how you out Crusadia Avermax, because all you do is summon, activate to search, search this, set, and then pass, because what you'll do during their turn is activate Big Welcome, summon Lady, well, summon Lovely, and then bounce Ariana back to hand. And then this will proc because a monster because this saw the monster leaving the field due to the effect of a normal trap, so it will pop the Avermax, and it doesn't target. So this is probably one of the only ways we have of outing Avermax, and this came up yesterday, so that was a very clutch play. Overall, I've liked this deck. I've always been a fan of this deck. I've been playing it ever since it first got announced, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. Probably one of the best decks that I've got right now, so I'm confident with it.
Well, we look forward to seeing you in the future with it. And I think that's it. We're gonna wrap this up. Appreciate you guys watching. If you please will like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
And support independent musicians.
All right, later, guys.